Good morning and welcome back to my channel. This morning I just wanted to do a casual little get ready with me while I kind of chat about where we're at in life right now. I have huge news to share and I figured we would just sit and drink our coffee and kind of check in with one another and share with you what's been going on over here. So yeah, let's get into it. I guess we'll just start off strong with the big news here, which is that we are moving. I am shocked. I can't believe it. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or are a close friend of mine and we're friends on Facebook, you will already know that we announced that we are moving back home, which is for us Nebraska, and we couldn't be more ecstatic about this. This is just something that me and my family have been hoping and praying for, to have the opportunity to do sooner than later, and here we are. So it's very exciting. We found this out shortly after Lita was born. My husband was just always keeping his eye on the market for new job opportunities, just to kind of see if there would be anything that would either pull us closer to home, or give us the option to be home while he worked remotely. And he had this job opportunity come along. It's a fully remote position for a really good firm, and he interviewed there and one thing led to another and he ended up accepting the job there, which was great. And so that now gives us the opportunity to go home, and there's nothing tying us to Houston anymore. Kind of bittersweet. We've made so many friends here that I honestly just feel like I waited my entire adult life to meet friends like this, have like a girl group of women like this. I am so blessed to have come into relationships with some of these women here, and like God knows that I needed it while I was living here, and I'm gonna be really sad to not have that anymore, and I hope that I can find something similar to that when we move home. So it's sad to leave that. My husband was a little sad to leave his job. He was so proud of working for the firm that he was working for. Now this is better for our family, and we know that we just want to be home surrounded by family and to watch our daughters grow up with their cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents. And yeah, so it's just the best thing that has happened. So with that, shortly after Christmas, we did put our house up on the market. So it's been for sale for a little while now, and that's been kind of a struggle. Just stressful, I guess. You know, the market's not super great, and there's just so much that goes into selling a house and all the things. So that's kind of been something that's been going on that has taken me away from filming or being present online as much, because like almost every weekend we've had to do an open house. There's been showings sprinkled in throughout the week, and it's just been hard to like whip my camera out and have the ability to, you know, vlog and things, which I really miss, and hopefully I can get back into that here soon. Also, just the adjustment of going to 2 babies has just been crazy. Yeah, it's been a lot. I don't know if that's gonna be like a story for another day. It probably should be. I won't dive too much into it. I mean, I'll share a little bit, but nothing too crazy, because I could talk about that for like a whole video. So, but yeah, but to backtrack to the moving thing. So me and my daughters are going to be driving home actually mid-March, so coming up on next weekend. And that way my husband can pack and do some landscaping things with us out of the way. It's just so hard to get things done around the house, packing wise and moving and things with 2 little ones, 2 under 2. It's just almost impossible. So we're gonna be leaving early, so that way Daddy can get some stuff done and I don't have to do any of the heavy lifting of packing and all the things. And you know, one other thing that I'm super pumped for is I don't have to be in this humidity. I'm so sick and tired of doing my hair and it not doing what I want it to do, and I'm excited to be in a little bit of a drier climate so I can style my hair and it can stay that way. As dumb as that sounds, that's a great thing to look forward to. Otherwise, my adjustment for going from 1 to 2 has been very difficult. I really didn't struggle going from 0 to 1. It didn't shake me much. There was outside factors that kind of added to that journey, but like becoming a parent itself was nothing major to me. So I have heard some people say, you know, if 0 to 1 wasn't hard, like the 1 to 2 will be hard, or vice versa. And I just was really hoping that that wouldn't be true, but it is. Yeah. 1 to 2 kids is just a whole nother ball game. I really can't believe how much I've mentally struggled with it, emotionally struggled with it. Yeah, just like having to start over and bring yourself back into the trenches when you have a baby that's sleeping really great upstairs, and you know, you have to like change your routine after being in such a good routine for such a long time. Like, it's just, you just have to start over and just be flexible and accept change, and that's just been really hard. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a struggle that I just wasn't really anticipating. But I have 2 friends that are going through this right now. Their babies are, I think, like 2 or 3 months younger than my daughter, and they both feel the exact same way. So that's encouraging to know that I'm not alone in really struggling with this transition. But yeah, that's been really kicking my butt. Lita did turn 4 months old, which is great. We have our pediatrician appointment next week, so we're gonna check and make sure she's growing fine and all the things. I'm sure she is, but I am excited to sleep train once we get the pediatrician's approval for that. I sleep trained my firstborn at 4 months, and it was life-changing. It was great. So I'm excited to do that. Although I will say that Lita has been such a great sleeper, way better than Clara was. I've heard a lot that NICU babies, they just kind of get put on a schedule really early on, so they're kind of set up more so for success in that way. And so I don't know if that's what was going on, but yeah, she sleeps really great. She goes to bed at 7. Lately, she's been getting up twice in the night. Before, she was only getting up once, and then getting up at 7 in the morning. But with a growth spurt and everything, that's kind of changed. So now she goes to bed at 7, gets up at midnight, goes back to bed after a bottle. Then she gets up around like 3, has another bottle, and then goes back to bed. So it's really not that bad, but I would like to get back to the point of getting up once in the night instead. So, and also for naps. She struggles to nap in her bassinet, but she does sleep fully in the night in her bassinet. So right now she's only napping in the swing. So that's been its own thing. So I'm really hoping that with the sleep training, that can kind of transition her to doing all of her sleeping in the bassinet / crib. I'm excited. And I'm excited to just be home around my sisters and grandparents and just in a familiar place again, and to just be in a house that's uninterrupted. Like I said, just with like showings and things, it's just been really like throwing us off, and I really need to be in my routine. I have a hard time breaking out of my schedule. And when my kids nap, I need them to nap right when I have that blocked out with no interruptions and whatever. So that's been kind of hard to be a little bit flexible with that. And yeah, so I'm excited to be home in a new place that is just for us. Postpartum this time around has been a little bit harder, I would say. Just adjusting to how my body is. I did end up fully weaning my daughter. We just had some issues with her latch, which was affecting my supply, so it was best for us to just completely switch over to the bottle, and it really has been very good for both of us, but because of that, I'm kind of struggling with just losing some weight and just kind of seeing where my body is at this point postpartum. It's different than the first time. And also when you have, you know, more babies, the more babies you have, I hear that it's kind of a slower process to kind of get your pink back and jump back into, you know, seeing results for working out and things like that. So that's just been kind of hard on me mentally. I'm trying to appreciate this journey and just be patient with myself, but that's so much easier said than done. I did recently join Pilates, so I've been doing that for about 2 weeks, and that's been exciting, along with weightlifting and things. So I'm hoping that kind of helps me feel better at least about my body and start to see results from there. Yeah, it's just been a little bit of a slower process to feel good about myself again. Self tanner has been a game changer. I put some on my face the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this every day because it just instantly makes me feel a little bit more alive, or at least makes me feel like I look a little bit better. So that's been my little buddy. But yeah, it's been kind of crazy because we've known we were moving. So, you know, we've been sitting here for a couple months, which has been great because we've been enjoying time with our friends and all those things. But I feel like, you know, like when you know you don't need to be here anymore, it's kind of like, okay, let's go. So, you know, we've just been kind of in that funk, I guess, of just being fully ready to leave. And, you know, houses sit for a little bit. We have an older house in an older neighborhood, which we love, but that's not everyone else's preference. And so, you know, we were hoping to have closed on the house by now. That just has not been the way it's gone. What else is new? Oh my goodness, the rodeo's in town. So we've lived here for almost 3 years and then we've not gone to the Houston rodeo. The first time we had just missed it, so it wasn't here when we moved here. The second time I was very postpartum, like freshly postpartum. I had given birth, you know, like a month before the rodeo came. So we were like, no, we'll go another time. And then the next year, I think we just had like trips and stuff that we just couldn't make it work. And we thought with a little one, maybe it's not such a great age for us to go. And then now this year we're like, yeah, let's do it. It's our last year here in Texas. Let's check out the rodeo. So we're gonna be checking out the rodeo before I move, which will be really fun. I'm excited for that. But I ended up getting some really cute boots from Tecovas that I'm actually getting ready to run an errand for. I'm gonna get them embossed with my initials. So yeah, I'm just getting ready to run some errands, and that is the first one that I'm doing. So I'll have to show my boots really quick before I head out. One of my friends is getting married in May, and her bachelorette party's coming up. So I'll be going to that. That's in Chicago. I think that will be really fun. I'm so excited to see her. We have a long distance friendship, which is not fun, but every time we get together, it's just great. It's like no time has passed. So I'm excited to go and spend some time with her and celebrate her. I'm so excited for her to get married. Just being married is just the best. I love it. So I'm excited to do that. Keep forgetting about my coffee. I did a grocery order for pickup yesterday and I forgot to get creamer, and I've been really actually just loving my homemade hot coffee in the morning. So I DoorDashed some Dunkin', which used to be my favorite, and it's just not hitting the same. Like iced coffee is not, I don't know, it just like doesn't satisfy me anymore. I don't know what it is. I've been really liking these CoverGirl Outlast stain pens. This is in Shoogie Girl. If anyone else has a winter color palette, I feel like this is the best one. It's not too pinky. I've just been like living in these Foxy kind sets. They're just great for pregnancy, postpartum. I love them so much. Oh, I was gonna show my boots. So these are the Tecovas boots that I got. so cute. They have like a little design on them that kind of looks like a butterfly. I guess you could see it more from the front. But yeah, so I got these just in time for the rodeo. I've been wanting a nice pair of boots since we moved here. My husband's gotten a whole bunch and loves them from this brand. And yeah, so for Valentine's Day, we splurged and got a pair for me. But yeah, I'm gonna take these in to get them embossed. That's my life update for now. Just getting ready to go home. I'm so excited. Thanks for getting ready with me and hanging out this morning. Please let me know what kind of content you'd like to see from me. I love doing vlogs and things like that. I think the next video I'm gonna put up, I'm gonna try to do a day in my life before we move here. So, but yeah, please share with me what you'd like to see. I would love to put some more focus into this channel here. I love creating content here on YouTube. It's really fun to just whip my camera out and do that. So yeah, leave a comment below of what kind of videos you'd like to see from me. And otherwise, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I'm pretty active over there on TikTok if you just want to join along and watch my life. So yeah, but otherwise, like I said, thanks for watching and for hanging out with me this morning, and I'll see you in the next one.